In this video, I'm going to list the top 10 and tell you why you should avoid them at all costs. Hey there, in this video, I'm going to talk about something that we all need to be aware of. The top 10 deadliest substances on Earth. Now, I'm not trying to scare anyone, but it's important that we are all aware of these things so that we can take the necessary precautions to protect ourselves and our loved ones. So without further ado, let's get into it. 10. Asbestos. Asbestos is a material composed of fine fibers that can be found in several building materials and other objects. It has been used for centuries due to its flame-resistant properties and was common in homes built before the 1980s. Unfortunately, asbestos can be absolutely deadly when inhaled or swallowed. As a result, it is one of the most dangerous substances on Earth. If you live in an older home or visit a structure with exposed asbestos, make sure to take every precaution to avoid coming into contact with it. Inhaling microscopic asbestos particles can cause severe damage to your lungs, leading to incredibly serious and potentially fatal long-term health problems. Don't let yourself become another statistic. Stay away from asbestos at all costs. 9. Mercury. Mercury is one of the most toxic substances on Earth, and due to its widespread use in industrial applications throughout history, it can often be found in water supplies and food sources. As such, it is important to avoid exposure at all costs, as mercury is known to cause a range of health problems from neurological damage to kidney failure. It can even become airborne if heated and inhaled. Those who are exposed for prolonged periods of time are at an elevated risk for developing life-threatening health issues. As such, it is always best to err on the side of caution when dealing with mercury, and make sure that any contact with this highly dangerous substance is kept to a minimum or avoided entirely. 8. Lead. Lead is one of the deadliest substances on Earth and should be avoided at all costs. Exposure to the metal is linked to a variety of health problems, including, but not limited to, neurological damage, reproductive health concerns, gastrointestinal issues, headaches, and kidney disease. Despite its known dangers, lead can still be found in many common products, from automobile gasoline and paint to some pottery items for children. It's critical for people to exercise extreme caution when coming into contact with anything that may contain lead and to find out if safer alternatives are available. Since even small amounts of lead can have devastating impacts on our environment and our health, it's essential that we understand the risks associated with this toxic contaminant. 7. Arsenic. Arsenic is a chemical element found in small quantities throughout the environment in air, water, and soil. In its natural form, arsenic can be extremely toxic to humans and animals when ingested or inhaled. It has been used as a poison for centuries and is still used in some cases as an effective means of committing murder. Although trace levels of arsenic are present everywhere, any substance containing elevated amounts should be avoided at all costs. Untreated water may contain high concentrations of this mineral, so it is important to filter any water collected from natural sources before drinking it. Industrial operations releasing large amounts of pollutants into the environment should also be avoided due to their higher risk of carrying high concentrations of naturally occurring arsenic. 6. Chromium-6. Chromium-6 is a dangerous chemical compound and one of the deadliest substances on Earth. It is an odorless, tasteless, and colorless powder that can be found in industrial areas or contaminated drinking water sources. Exposure to chromium-6 has been linked to organ damage and increased risk of cancer. In fact, studies have shown that it can alter our genes and increase the risk of developing tumors when inhaled or ingested. There are no safe levels of exposure for chromium-6, and it should be avoided at all costs. Unfortunately, due to its presence in the environment, exposure to this deadly substance is nearly impossible to avoid entirely. Because of this, experts strongly advise individuals living in areas with known air quality issues to actively monitor their health for any potential symptoms associated with chromium-6 toxicity. 5. Radon gas. This colorless, odorless gas is a naturally radioactive element, commonly found in basements and poorly ventilated rooms alike. The primary source of radon gas is from the breakdown of uranium deposits in soil and rocks, making it difficult to detect without proper testing. Long-term exposure to this harmful substance can increase the risk of lung cancer and other respiratory diseases, sometimes even leading to death. Fortunately, there are measures that everyone can take to ensure that their air quality remains safe and healthy. Installing a radon mitigation system is one such strategy that can substantially reduce radon levels indoors. Taking steps to reduce our exposure to this dangerous gas will not only protect us from health risks, but can lead to peace of mind too. 4. Benzene. Benzene is a highly toxic chemical found in many everyday products, such as plastics, cleaning agents, pesticides, and some processed foods. It is made of petrochemicals, and it is a colorless liquid with a sweet odor and taste. Exposure to benzene can result in serious health issues, ranging from fatigue and dizziness, to more severe conditions like anemia, immune system disruption, and even cancer. Due to its carcinogenic properties, benzene is considered one of the deadliest substances on Earth that everyone should avoid at all costs. Studies have shown that wearing protective clothing and breathing masks around areas where benzene emissions are high is essential for ensuring safety against its dangerous effects. 3. Toluene. Toluene is one of the deadliest substances on Earth and should be avoided at all costs. It can be found in many consumer products, such as paint thinners, glues, gasoline, and cleaners. Inhaling its fumes can cause numerous health problems, including headaches, confusion, dizziness, and respiratory issues. Long-term exposure has been linked to hearing loss and even cancer. Moreover, some studies show that it can pass through the skin by simple contact with objects or materials containing it. Therefore, if you find yourself using any of these items with toluene, then make sure to wear gloves and adequate protective gear throughout the entire process in order to remain safe. 2. Diethylene. Diethylene is one of the deadliest substances on Earth, and it's important to take proper precautions when dealing with it. This colorless liquid is a hydrocarbon that is most commonly found in paint thinners, nail polish removers, rubber cements, and adhesives, and provides a sweet odor, warning signs for potentially dangerous buildup. Diethylene can cause vomiting, breathing difficulty, irritation of the skin and eyes in extreme cases, and has even been linked to various forms of cancers. Although hazardous in its own right, diethylene can be made more dangerous when mixed with other chemicals, so it's crucial to keep this powerful chemical contained within its original container at all times. To avoid any health risks associated with diethylene, contact professionals for disposal or storage, and remember never to touch this substance without protective equipment or clothing. 1. Polonium-210. Polonium-210 is a naturally occurring radioactive element that can be extremely hazardous to humans if inhaled, ingested, or absorbed through the skin. It is often associated with industrial and nuclear accidents due to its radioactivity and the fact that it can easily spread in air through dust particles. If exposed, polonium-210 can quickly cause symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, and even organ failure, leading to death. It is estimated that a single gram of polonium-210 has the potential to kill approximately 1 million people. Bearing this in mind, it is important to take extra precautions when working with or near sources of polonium-210 to avoid inadvertently causing harm or injury. Please let us know in the comments section if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified the next time we upload. Thanks for watching.